Hello folks, today is September 13th and it's already 2:03. We're 3 minutes late today because of issues with my laptop. The door screening doesn't work and we have to fix it on our own, so that put us back in time. So in the remaining several minutes today I would like to share with you some information about what 15 years ago used to be called netiquette and today K-12 calls digital citizenship. So as you can see, I am sharing with you a very recent information from several weeks ago on netiquette and email, since most of the faculty still uses email, although the Chronicle of Higher Education has an article in 2006 that email is for old people. The prevalent mean of communication, for that matter, the formal official mean for communication at our university is still email. So considering that email is still very widely used, I'm sharing with you an interesting article from The Guardian about netiquette and email and how passive aggressiveness had made roads into the use of email. It will be interesting to share with me if you catch yourself into using some of these phrases, because I honestly have to say that I'm faulty of that too. However, the bigger question, again, netiquette was way back then in 20-25 years when email started being big as communication tool, but then netiquette was absorbed by something way more complex and broader, which now K-12 calls digital citizenship. And ISTE, the K-12 Organization for Technology and Education, has a whole setup of rules, explanations, definitions about digital citizenship. Practically it has 7 categories about digital citizenship, which are more or less reflected in the curricula of teachers across, K-12 teachers across the nation. Higher ed, though, does not have something like this, and that's why I'm sharing resources, opinions about faculty and educators who think that digital citizenship should be continued, the education on digital citizenship should be continued in higher ed. In this article by Jossie's blog, she lays out pretty well what should be paid attention in higher education too, and one of the areas that Jossie talks about is health, digital health and wellness, which reminds me to share with you that the IMS blog has a lot of information on mindfulness, on contemplative computing. So there are several terms that are popular right now. One of them is the abstention from digital devices, which Cheryl Turkle promotes. So she's for complete abstinence, for complete purge of digital devices. But there are also other trends, and one of them is contemplative computing. And when we talked about contemplative computing, which is kind of more in the middle than complete detox, complete cut off from digital devices, when we talk about contemplative computing, I really would like you to consider the book which I acquired for our university library. It's written by David Levy and it's called Mindful Tech. He practically teaches a class on contemplative computing, on mindful tech, and he wants his students to know actually how to observe themselves and how to contain themselves falling into the practices of indiscriminate use of digital devices which can harm us. So with that said, my 5 minutes are over. If you would like to talk more about netiquette, digital citizenship and the different forms of digital citizenships, which also include cyberbullying, probably the most prominent feature that you hear. If you want to discuss any of these features, please let me know, or just follow us on our social media, Facebook, YouTube, which we're streaming live right now, Instagram, and of course the blog. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.